All right, and we are ready. It's 8 o'clock Sunday night, everyone. Edwin Lee Raymer here with you. Ed Raymer with the Edwin Lee Raymer Show, and we've got a good one for you. Matt Ferry is here with us, and a lady who's been running for office, by the way. I voted for both of you this week, by the way.
Thank you.
Victoria Broderick is with us. Tell us, again, what offices you're running. Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm running for State House 48.
48.
Yep, it's the eastern half of Rutherford County.
Opponent, Brian Terry.
Brian Terry, Dr.
Good
Brian
man.
Terry.
He's been up here before.
Yeah.
Good fellow.
Yeah, he's a decent guy.
Yep.
Disagree with his policies, but he's a nice guy.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Okay. And Victoria, you are running against Mr. Scott Desjardins,
Yes,
who
I
we
am.
never.
Can't
I
seem
don't
to
know. I
find
never
him.
seem to see the man. I haven't seen him in 16 years now. What's he been here, man? It's been a long-
14 years. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't come to the event today.
No,
so-
he did not. He
No.
was invited. Yeah.
We took an empty
He
chair
never
picture.
goes anywhere. So anyway, there we are again. They're going to be with us for the balance of the hour. Thank you both for doing this.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Very much so. I know you've both been busy. You've been covered up, and but so goes it. I mean, we've got about 2 more weeks left here.
Yeah.
This is winding down. You are on the home stretch, as
Yes.
they say in the horse racing world. Down the stretch they come. This is
Yeah.
it. You've made the final turn. We're going to talk about their experiences. The appreciation I have for them both for putting their name on a ballot, which, Matt, you've done this several times now. You've
Yeah,
run it
this is my 4th time running.
fourth time.
time's the charm.
And-
Yep. There you
Now,
go.
Victoria,
Gonna win.
this was your first time,
This
right?
is my first congressional run. First political run.
First political run. And we're going to talk to them about that. And I'll tell you what, we're going to get this thing cooked off. Connor, you on the... Connor, is it?
Yes.
Connor. I finally learned his name. Connor. Put a star out by my name, Bart. Put a star out. Bart Walker, put a star by my name out there tomorrow morning. I'll tell you what, he's going to kick us off, no kidding. But for right now, my name is Edwin Lee Raymer, and yes, I'm still a private investigator. Welcome aboard.
This is the Edwin Lee Raymer Show with your host, Ed Raymer, on your Good Neighbor station, News Radio, WGNS.
And this is the Edwin Lee Raymer Show. I'm your host, Ed Raymer. This show's produced at the studios of WGNS, AM 1450, 100.5, 101.9 FM, right here in the heart of the great volunteer state, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And you can reach me and our guests tonight with your questions, your comments, your thoughts, or just to talk to them and say hi, whatever you want to do, at 615-893-1450. That's 615-893-1450. And if you want to send a text, you're welcome to send one to my private number, 615-390-7219. 615-390-7219. Send me a text. Now, how to listen. You can listen on the old-fashioned radio, like I said, call letters in AM 1450 or 100.5, 101.9 FM. And for those of you that may not know, my guests here are younger tonight, especially the one on the board, is Connor, is that the radio is it's a rectangular shaped device. It's in the dash of your car. And if you'll just go on, you can listen. That's the way us old folks used to get a lot of news and weather and rock and roll or whatever. But the modern way, of course, and we are on YouTube Live. You can go to us now. My wife listens on Alexa, by the way. She sees enough of me at the house. She doesn't need to see me. But at YouTube, at News Radio WGNS, correct me if I'm wrong, Connor, News Radio WGNS, or you can just go to YouTube and just type in Ed Raymer Show, Edwin Lee Raymer Show. And they've got it on the screen right now as Ed Raymer. However, okay, there's a number of ways. Connor, tell the folks what they can listen on. You know more about this than I do. Do they have Stitcher? Used to have Stitcher. I don't know.
I think we're still on Stitcher. We have Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I think Twitter.
Twitch.
Got a link.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
YouTube as well.
YouTube
And
Live.
the website, there'll be a screen with
Right.
the video on the website.
And then the site of Facebook Live. And then, of course, you can always go back and look at all my old shows. They're on there. Previous guests we've had, they're there on YouTube. I had a lady that said she got her news from YouTube. I said, look, just remember, I'm on YouTube, okay? So I don't know. I'd be real careful
Yeah.
about who I
Right.
trusted.
Right.
I would not be going to Ed Raymer for my my national security briefing. Let's just put it that way. And I'll tell you, another lady you can listen to that's here at WGNS is Angela Bingham, and she's here every Sunday with Simplicity. And her and the ladies with her are doing a great job, and she's just a wonderful person. She's one of our local educators here in Rutherford County, and she's just a great gal. And they're doing a fantastic thing there. They're a faith-based program, but I'm telling you, they just do a wonderful job. And check them out. Mike Sparks is on at 5 p.m. on Sundays before me. And then I listen to Jason Qualls with Financial Advice. Jason has some awfully good advisors on that he uses for financial advice. So that's how you can do it. You can also download the WGNS app and take WGNS with you wherever you go. Listen whenever you wish. Connor, do we have a caller on the line?
Yes, we do.
We already have a caller.
All right.
Caller, go ahead.
Hey everybody! Thanks for having me up.
Hey, Matt.
Real quick, my name is Matt.
Hey.
Victoria, I just want to let you know that myself and all the Scribbers are super proud of you. And I was wondering if you could talk about the Tap Daddy, Tap Mommy thing.
I've been hearing about this, Matt. What kind of side gig is this? How much money y'all making with this? Because I'm not getting any of it.
I mean,
Not enough. Not enough.
Matt and I are TikTok buddies, and we've become really good friends.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My wife will be on there watching y'all next time. Go ahead.
Yes. So we were live during the DNC, the second night of the DNC, and I can't remember how it spurred on, but we got more tappers, like everyone tapping the screen on TikTok lives.
Okay.
And that first night we got it to 4 million likes, and
Unbelievable.
we were christened Tap Mommy and Tap Daddy. Because we got it so high, and then the second night we did it again.
Right.
We got to 5 million likes, and that got me a list of 1,300 large dollar donors here in Tennessee. So we
Goodness
worked.
gracious.
Yeah. So we worked really hard to do that. So for the Scribbers who are listening right now, I love you guys. I know you're in the Discord going wild. Matt, I love you so much for doing this and bringing
you,
this
my
up.
friend.
Matt, listen, Ed Raymer here. Victoria's here. Matt Ferry's here. I have a favor to ask you. Can I be your new best friend?
Anytime.
Matt, where are you located?
Currently, I am in the great state of Arizona. I've been out here with a bunch of other content creators trying to drive out the vote in the battleground states out here.
Right.
But I am housed and live in upstate New York.
Okay. Right.
And Matt is a veteran, and he does a lot of
United
veterans-
States Marine Corps, I understand?
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
How long did you serve, Matt, if I might ask you?
Just shy of 9 years.
Wow.
Goodness
I was
gracious.
in the infantry deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan.
Okay.
Thank you for your service.
We appreciate that. Yes, we do.
Thank you.
We
Thank
really
you.
do.
Appreciate you.
It's a pleasure. Call any time. I'm here every Sunday night at 8 o'clock Central Time. And we appreciate what you're doing out there in Arizona. And keep the faith, my friend.
And
How's it
putting up with
looking?
me.
May I ask you, how's it looking out there since we've got you on the line?
Arizona's going to be close, but I'm hopeful. There's a lot of excitement buzzing around here, just like there's a lot of excitement to go out and vote for Victoria, I hope.
That's
And
right.
we can actually get somebody for Tennessee there and District 4 that's actually going to show up for them.
Yes.
So
That would be
I think it's,
appreciated.
Yeah.
yeah, you know, somebody that's actually going to put in the work and cares about the community. Somebody that actually gives a. I can't.
Okay, no, it's all right. No, it's okay. One of those slips out every once in a while.
Censor myself there a little bit, I know. But yeah, no, it's going to be close out here, but I'm hopeful and I'm excited. So
Well, I've seen a whole lot of energy since the Vice President of the United States got involved in this thing, and President Biden bowed out. And I'm telling you, I have not. I'm 66 years old, Matt. Okay, so.
yes, sir.
I have not seen this type of energy in a long time. Okay? And it's refreshing to see. It really is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm telling you. And we appreciate what you are doing. especially for your military service, but what you're doing now out there. Thank you so much. And I look forward to talking to you again in the future.
Love you, Tap Daddy.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thanks, Tap Mommy.
Yeah, Tap Daddy. Okay, all right. Yeah, let's forget the
It's
Tap
all-
Daddy. Okay.
I'm gonna back out of here and stop hijacking the show. Matt, best of luck on your race, buddy.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
and,
that.
good. Have a great rest of your show.
You're the
Thank you
best.
so
Thank
much.
All right.
All right, Matt. And what is it? Give me his last name.
Matt, it's Gordon, right?
Matt Gordon.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I
all
always
right.
call you just Matt or.
Out in Arizona, working out there. That's
Yeah,
right.
That's awesome.
Matt, tell us what you've been doing about your campaign.
Yeah,
You've been at this a long time too.
Yeah. Well, we've been trying to reach voters in the 48th district. There's Democratic voters here.
That's exactly right.
And
a bunch of them.
And a bunch of them, yeah. They just don't happen to vote as frequently as we need them to vote. My district is close to MTSU. It's close to campus, and so there's a lot of people who move in and stay for a few years and then they move out.
Right.
But if they're here for a few years and they register to vote, they need to come out and vote. And so sometimes all they need is a little prodding for
we
that.
need a polling. We need a place to vote at MTSU right there on the campus.
Absolutely,
We do.
absolutely.
And
yeah.
the Republicans here don't want to do it.
Correct.
No.
It scares them to death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but we need it, These
Right.
kids, they live here. It's their home,
Sure.
11 months out of the year,
Sure.
they're here.
And many of them, once they come here, how many have we spoken with over the years that, well, I came here back in 70 or 80 something and hooked up with so-and-so and we stayed here.
Yeah,
Raised a family
right.
'cause it's a good place to
Yeah,
be.
It's
yeah.
not uncommon.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon.
Oh well, Rutherford County is one of the fastest growing places in the country, and they're coming
As
here.
is all of Middle Tennessee. I
Right.
mean, Wilson County's having the same problems
That's
we're
right.
having.
Yeah.
It's all over.
But people are moving to Rutherford County not just because of work, not because they get a job in Nashville,
Sure.
but also because of our schools. We have one of the best school
I've
systems
said
in
it
Middle
over
Tennessee.
and over
we
again.
really do have a good school
and
system
all they
here.
do, and I'm
Yeah.
posting stuff I have on Facebook, and I know I'm like one of my nieces said, Facebook is for old people. Okay, whatever. But keep the voucher things and this bunch of Republicans
Right.
that are on our and we've had Kerry and Frank Lambert on Lambert. And they've been with us to help us on the school book banning thing and all that.
Yeah.
We had Miss Nadine Strassen on
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. She's
Okay.
the former president of the national head of the ACLU.
Yes.
For 16 years, she was with them, and she was passing through here. Gave a speech Monday. MTSU. She was good enough to come in here.
Yeah.
Frank arranged that for us, and I'm
cool.
forever thankful for that. I appreciate it. Well, fine lady.
But
And-
you're right. There is this effort to defund our schools, defund our
all they
public
think
schools,
about.
and give
know.
it to private schools, unaccountable private schools. And you know what? It's not going to help the majority of students. 90% of kids that go to school in Tennessee go to public schools.
Well, what about schools like MTSU and schools like University of Tennessee and all these schools, TSU? These are
Those are public
the
schools.
public schools.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And we're supposed to tell them just sit on it.
Right.
I mean, how many people here have attended MTSU?
Yeah. A lot.
My husband
yeah.
was one of them.
Yeah.
My mom
Yeah.
attended school at MTSU, got
Yeah.
her master's there.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, she did.
My wife has a degree from there as well. She has her bachelor's from there. Our two children have their bachelor's
Yeah.
degrees from there.
I said
It's a
it.
great school.
I said it at the forum a couple weeks ago, and I said it again today at the forum. I said I never realized how many people miss the point of Robin Hood, the taking from the poor to give to the rich.
Oh, my
I never
goodness, yeah.
understood that, that was like a missed message. Like I thought we all understood, but
yeah.
clearly not.
Yeah.
Nobody understood it.
I was just telling my wife last night, talking about banning these books and things that they're doing. I said, for goodness sakes, Huckleberry Finn, To Kill a Mockingbird. These
Yeah.
are books.
These are
Now
classics.
I go
Right.
back. I graduated high school in 1976. Now I know Matt doesn't think there were schools back then, but there were.
There were schools. There were schools.
And as I tell many people, I was John's sitting over there. I don't know. And yeah, and I tell folks I was educated in the state of Kentucky, and as much as that is possible, and of course I am a licensed driver. Now, I've got all types of accreditations and things, but I mean, we were reading these books back then, and I asked the wife, are we less of a person because we read Uncle Tom's Cabin or
Right.
To Kill a Mockingbird?
Yeah.
You know.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And go ahead.
With this book banning stuff, they're trying to take power away from the librarians. You know, librarians are there for a reason.
That's right.
You know, and
sometimes
they're
the most educated person in school.
right. Yeah. And just like we need to trust our medical professionals when there's a pandemic, or our climate scientists when there's a hurricane, we need to trust our education professionals like librarians to make the right decision.
And I've said it before to our teachers, you know, education, being a teacher, is a profession. You know,
Yes,
you can get a
right.
PhD in that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like medicine,
Absolutely.
law,
Yeah.
architecture, whatever.
Yeah,
You know.
library science.
We have a caller on the line again. Caller, go ahead. Caller, you're on the line. You're on the air, please.
Mr. Raymer, how you doing?
Well, hello. Is this Jeff?
Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Frey, Mr. Broderick? How
Hey,
y'all doing?
Hey, Jeff.
It's nice to hear from you.
I was let y'all know, did y'all hear about the ruling on the abortions this week?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, the 3-judge panel that, yeah.
Saying they can't punish the doctors for necessary abortions.
Yes.
Right.
I'm sure y'all saw that.
Yeah.
They did,
That's a great decision
was.
that they made.
Yeah, but this judge did that. But I just wanted to ask y'all about y'all's campaigns. If y'all have Victoria, I've been looking on your website, but I just wanted to ask if y'all had anything planned for election night. Are you going to be up here? I know Matt will, but Victoria,
Yes.
are you going to be up here that night? Are you going to stay in Fayetteville? Where you going to be? You know.
No, I'll be in. We're gonna have a party here in Rutherford County.
It's at Oakland's?
No, it's gonna be at the Walnut House. We had to
Yeah,
switch venues.
The Walnut House.
The Walnut
Yes,
House in
yes,
downtown.
yeah.
It's where I had my campaign launch party, so
Okay.
it's kind of a nice round, clean finish. So
Yeah.
I love that, and we're really excited to have it. I also had Victoria Palooza there.
Because I know another station, I don't want to say, but they're going to have something in Wilson County, the fairgrounds that night. Big,
Okay.
big right-winger celebration up there or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That kind
that's
of stuff. But no,
good
I'm
for-
sure y'all saw
We're gonna have a better party.
Yeah.
Where we're going.
bullet for them.
I know.
I will be singing, Jeff, and that will bring a lot of, you know.
Then when you start singing, I will leave. And when you quit, I'll come back.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. Jeff, by the way, Victoria's new handle is Tap Mommy, okay?
I do know about that. And
The Scribbers are gonna be so happy.
She still lives in Fayetteville, was a soccer player back in the day. So
I was a soccer player back in the day. I
I've
was.
been real busy last week, but I know y'all have been working hard at y'all's campaigns, and I hope y'all do well. I was going to tell you guys I had seen after the first day of early voting, they said statewide over 200,000 had voted.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, we're
But
averaging a
They
lot.
had Alan Farley on a thing this week that Tennessee is number 1 in election integrity, but number 50 in voter turnout.
Right.
It's terrible.
Well, I
It
think
really
that we're
is.
I think we only get number 1 because we actively do voter suppression. So that's a
Right.
big thing here in Tennessee.
Well, someone wrote about photo IDs too, so as you know, but
Yeah.
that's another thing that the Republican Party likes to do. I didn't want to tell you something, in case you talking about that. The state of Tennessee, well, if you're a college student, they will not let you use your ID, your student ID.
It's ridiculous.
You all know that.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
I
Yeah.
did not.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'd been told that, but I forgot it. Yeah, I'd
they
forgotten
won't let
about
you,
that.
Like, if a college student goes to, if he goes to early vote now or election day, if he pulls out his student ID, they'll say, no, you can't. You got another form ID. You can't use it. It's got everything on there, but they won't let them use it.
It's ridiculous.
He will not let a college student use his ID to vote.
Mm-hmm.
So I know everybody. I just want to let y'all know, but good luck with y'all's campaigns, and I hope election night we have a lot of wins for the state of Tennessee. So I'll hang up, and listen, have a good week. Thanks.
Thank
Jeff,
you.
thank
Thank
you, and
you.
I'll talk to you later this week. Thank you so much, Jeff Neal.
Yeah,
good
appreciate you.
supporter of this broadcast, a good
Yeah.
supporter of our candidates,
Yes.
and a good supporter of a lot of shows here, a lot of sports shows that we do that Jeff participates in, and he does some sports writing too. And I'll tell you what, Victoria is here with us, and Matt's here, and Connor's on board. I'll tell you what, let's go to our first series of breaks if we could, please. And this is Edwin Lee Raymer Show. I'm Ed Raymer, and we're going to go to our first series of breaks. Back with you right after this. Stay. Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. You know, if you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com. Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. You know, if you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
So, make sure you let people know that Scott Desjardins has not been
Okay,
here.
you're on. We're back on the air.
Get it together, Matt.
Matt, okay.
Hey,
And Scott Desjardins has not been here. He has
He's
not.
not.
I haven't seen him. I don't know. I did years, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't even show up for the vote for additional FEMA funding here recently. And he was
Right.
supposed to show up in a forum or some sort of no, it was a forum. It was the one I was on Monday. He
Right.
was supposed to show up, and
you were in Warren County.
Warren County. It was in
Yeah.
Warren County in McMinnville.
I saw that form. Yeah,
It was
right.
really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Those were not softball questions.
No, they were not.
And he was supposed to show up, and he said that they would be in session or something along those lines. They explained his
Right.
reasoning for not showing up, but he wasn't in session. They're out of session
Right.
right now. He's supposed to be in the
Right.
district campaigning, and he's not
Right.
here.
He's hiding.
He's hiding.
Yeah,
All right,
from his
folks.
constituents.
We have it is totally ridiculous. We
Yeah.
have another caller on. Caller, you're on the air live. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I just heard your commercial, and I need someone followed.
Well, I'll tell you what. We talked to Kathy Watts, and let me give you her number. How are you, Kathy?
Hey.
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I hear you're listening to the show tonight. I appreciate that.
I am. I got caught not watching the show last week. I'm sure I was busy working on some important treasure information for Victoria,
Probably.
and I had to, I couldn't listen to it and concentrate.
Was
You know
that a
with
deadline
me.
that we had to meet?
It's so entertaining. So anyway,
Anyway.
I missed Jonathan last week, but I will go back and watch the rerun. I promise.
I want to say this about Kathy. Kathy, and when she got back from the Democratic convention, Kathy, I wanted to have you on, but you had COVID and you had laryngitis.
I couldn't even talk. I had to text
Yeah.
all my answers.
And we were getting right into the thick of this campaign, and as you know, we've got a couple weeks left here. And Kathy, I appreciate talking to you over the weekend. I've been trying my very dead level best to get everybody on here, and I'd rather have you on a little bit early than wait too late, and then maybe you can't make it because things in life do happen, and other events get handled. And a campaign event is far more important than coming here, I'm sure. You know, no, I'm serious, and I realize that I don't want to.
It is. I don't think I was at a campaign event last Sunday night, but I'm sure I was working on something really important.
Kathy, it's okay. You're forgiven. Well,
Unacceptable, Kathy. I accept none of your answers.
But it's been a really Victoria. She has had like something every night except I think she had Friday night off, but she's had forums. She's had
this has been my longest week.
Parties. It's been crazy.
And I work full time, so I work, and then I do the campaign stuff after it. So Monday was a day off, but I campaigned all day.
Right.
Between getting on TikTok lives and doing campaign work while I was chit chatting, because I debate MAGA, so you don't have to. And then we had the forum that night, and then the next day I had a fundraiser, and I think I got Wednesday off. I got a little bit of a break, but I wasn't off work, so I was working that day. And then Thursday I had another event, a speaking event in Warren County again, and then Friday night I was off, thank goodness. And yesterday was all day, and today's all day.
Sure. Yeah. Kathy, I wanted, and I do want to have you on. I'll talk to you later in this coming week.
It'll be old news by the time I get on there.
Well, but I do want people to know. We saw a couple of shots of you on television, of course.
Yeah.
At the, and
so famous.
And a lot of people think, well, those people are just up there at a big party, but there's a lot of work that goes on during the day that we don't see.
Yeah.
What we're seeing is the good.
It costs us a lot of money to go too. I mean,
yes.
people think that
Sure.
that the DNC or the state party pays for us to go, but no, it cost me $4,000 to go.
Is that right?
Yeah, and everyone has to pay.
I was not aware of that. I was not aware of that. I figured your expenses were picked up.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I think press has to pay to go too. Like, they get press passes, but they still have to pay their way.
Have to pay their way.
Everyone has to pay their way, except probably our state staff. I think that might be why I paid so much, was to help pay part of their way.
Right. But there is a lot of work during the day that goes on. I'm sure.
There is.
And people don't see that. We just see the good time when the bands come on and the candidates come out and everybody's still on their feet cheering.
It was pretty wonderful, yes.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
That was my number one job. And so as the week went on, I missed meetings and more resting so that I could make it that night because, I'm actually older than you, Ed. Not by much, but a little bit.
Why do you bring that up every time you talk to me about our age? Could you just let it rest, honey?
You brought it up here tonight. Told me you graduated high school in 1970. I graduated in 75. So there you go.
Okay,
anyway,
all right. So
it's not a contest.
I'm not going to take over your show. I just called in.
I'm not the youngest person here tonight, I don't think.
I know that Victoria and Matt have missed me.
Yes.
We always miss
them with them.
I have the best team. I have the best people on my team.
Kathy, we appreciate the work you've done. No kidding, because and I don't know if you and I have talked about this, but since the vice president announced she would be running and the president pulled out, I mean, I have never seen such energy. And you and I go back. We do go back, and seriously, me and you go back in this thing a long way, but we haven't seen this type of energy in a while.
No, this is pretty exciting, and I don't even know if Obama was this exciting, but it was pretty darn exciting. But it hasn't been that exciting since Obama.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
It's changed my race.
Yeah.
We talk about that all the time, how it's changed my race.
Right.
How
it really did. I mean, she was just trying to move the needle, and now she's got real hope.
Yeah.
Real hope. Like, I mean, I feel like District 4, we've been beat up a bit over the last 14 years,
Well,
and
and
we want to
Kathy,
change.
all of
Yeah.
our candidates have felt that way. They've had a rejuvenation. You know, hey, I think this is doable. So I told you, and especially Kathy, you know, here on our local races, we've got a lot of Democrats here in Rutherford County.
Yes.
We really
Matt,
do.
can
All
we-
we got to do is get them to vote, and you know it's
Right.
still early voting all next week
Yeah,
and
please go out and
Saturday.
early vote.
Right.
Please,
Please.
go out and early
Through
vote
the
because then we
31st.
won't yeah, and we won't bother you anymore. We won't
Yeah.
call you. We won't text you.
And it makes our
We'll
lives
stop that.
easier on election night.
Oh, man. Well, and, you know, and the thing is, I mean, we have a bunch of Democrats here. And in every election, more Democrats vote than Republicans. Nationwide.
Yes,
It's
correct.
always been that way.
Correct.
And, you know, I agree with what President Obama said, and he was as nice about his visit. You need to get off your couch and go vote.
Yeah.
And we all know what he means. Get off your backside and go vote. Now, it's too
Backside.
late to register,
Right.
but get up and get off your couch and go vote.
Right.
You know.
Well,
And
it looks like people are actually doing it with the turnout. So
I mean, we're
Well,
averaging
people up, so-
300 to 400 voters a day in Lincoln County, which is not
Right.
it's unheard
Yeah,
of.
right,
Right.
I waited
Yeah.
45 minutes. I took my kids because I thought it was going to be like maybe 20 minutes. No, I showed up. It was 45 minutes.
we were, the
Yeah.
wife and I were out Friday afternoon, and we stopped in to vote. We voted at the Realtors Association, and Matt and
Yeah.
I were talking about this, Kathy. And luckily, there were people there voting, but that's a big place, and so they can get a lot of folks in there. And they said been a huge turnout. You know,
Which is
So-
good.
when I went to vote, they said there'd been a line the first day. I was there the second day, and they said it's been steady all day,
very good,
constant steady.
excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, Kathy?
That'll do it for me. We just have a couple weeks left, and
That's right.
then it's time to party.
Well, listen, Kathy,
have a party.
get off here and get to bed. Because old people need their rest.
I need my beauty rest. Yes, you're right.
She's going to be waiting for me to get home safely. That's her thing. She waits for me to get home safely.
Text. I
Well-
can't go to bed till I get the text from her. It has a little house on it.
Yeah.
I do a little house text.
Well, now, I admit I'm kind of that way too here when the weather is bad. I will tell you that, and I don't like a lot of people slipping and sliding up and down, or even if we have rain.
It has a long way to ride home.
I do.
Yes, it is.
It's an hour.
And
It's like an hour and
dark,
20.
And there's times when she doesn't have cell service between
Oh, yeah.
here and there. And so me and Matt both want to know that she made it home safely.
Exactly, we all
Very
do.
important to all of us.
Yes, especially right now because she's got a lot riding on her.
Yes.
And we're in the thick of it. I'm not sleeping right now.
I'm sure you're not.
I'm just in adrenaline
It's
city.
okay. No,
I'll sleep on
Well, I'm
the
going to let you
6th.
finish up this show, and I'll be listening.
thanks,
Thanks,
Kathy.
Kathy.
Appreciate you,
Kathy
Kathy.
Watts.
Bye.
And what is her title again?
She's the treasurer.
She's the treasurer.
Yeah,
Treasurer.
for Victoria's
Okay.
campaign. Yeah.
Look,
Okay.
Very
when I-
lucky. She's
Very
good
good.
treasurer. Very
When I
good
met
treasurer.
Matt and Kathy, I came up and met Kathy and Matt in. I'd already known Kathy a little bit, but I didn't know Matt. I came up on a Thursday night, showed up, and I don't think they knew what they were expecting and I feel like I sold the show to both of you. Like,
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, yeah, no. Kathy told me that she had met a TikToker from Lincoln County who was thinking about running for Congress in the 4th District, and I said,
Tap
"Thank
mommy.
God." And I said, "Thank God," because we don't have a candidate, and I didn't know you, but I said, Kathy, if you've got faith in her, I got faith in you, so let's do this. And we planned a petition signing event at the Fish House. Thank you to the Fish House. They're real nice. They're
Yes.
on Middle Tennessee Boulevard.
Right.
They got some good chicken there and fish, of
Oh,
course.
it's delicious. It's delicious.
Yeah,
We
it's
really-
really
yeah.
good. Yeah.
That's gonna
Actually,
be
we're
our
going to have
food.
that on election night. Yeah, election
we're just
night.
gonna we're just gonna round out the campaign.
Yeah,
just
there you
rounding
go,
it out.
there you go.
Starting
Okay.
how we began.
All right.
But Victoria, she came in and she just immediately started working the room, talking to all kinds of people, and that's who you need as a candidate. You need somebody who's going to go and have conversations with strangers,
You've got to do that.
And
Right.
she just jumped in, and I don't think we understood how nervous she was till afterwards.
Yeah.
But she handled it so well. She was just such a pro, and we've seen her grow as a candidate since then. She is just, we had
Not
that
bombing.
forum
that's-
today.
I
Not bombing
understand.
speeches anymore. anymore.
I mean, she did great at that forum
understand
today.
because
People
it's-
were clapping for her.
Right,
You know,
as
it
you
was
know,
good.
and everyone in Democrat, I've always been very shy and reserved and kept my opinions to myself. And
Ed, shame on you.
she knows better. I'm telling you. Well, I appreciate you both, and like I said, I admire anyone who's put their name on a ballot, and you have both been. Now, Victoria, if this does not pan out, will you be back to see us again in 2 years?
Well, first and foremost, we're going to win.
Yes.
Kamala
Yes.
is going to the White House. We're going to have a party. It's going to be a lot of fun. In the off chance that someone makes some snide remarks and doesn't help me get into office, I will be back. I've gotten a taste for it now. I enjoy it. I never thought I had a career in politics. I always just thought I was outspoken and weird. And
No,
here I am just doing the thing, and I enjoy it. I love it.
I mean, I love the role, and Matt, this thing has changed just since you and I have known each other.
Yeah.
Especially that the women are taking in this thing now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And what a role model
Yeah.
other than the Vice President of the United States.
right.
And for goodness sakes, the support she had. How many presidents are campaigning for? President Clinton, President Obama,
Right.
Bush.
President
The
did Pres-
Cheneys?
Oh, Cheney.
the Cheneys.
The
yeah.
Cheneys.
President Bush.
President Biden is even appearing. They're our setting president now.
Mm-hmm.
And, here's the thing about President Biden. He's still working.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
And now he's
Right.
getting more done now than he would have done. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
these world leaders are still facing him because, foreign policy has always been President
Right.
Biden's strong point.
Yes.
Now, I know we're not here to talk about President Biden, but it's a fact.
Yeah.
He's done a
the
good
man's
job.
been around.
He's done a good
he
job.
gave
Yeah.
America his all,
Yeah.
as
He
he
gave
said
it,
in his
and-
speech.
And he did the honorable thing. He did the thing. He listened to us.
Right.
That's one
Yeah.
thing that you got to
Right.
give the
Yeah.
Democrats, like a pat on the back for. They listen.
Yeah.
Finally.
And it's
Yeah.
huge. It's so huge.
And if
it's-
Mrs. Ginsburg had done the same thing with President Obama, we would not have this situation we
Exactly.
have today. And-
Agreed.
And I love Ruth. Who did not love
I
Ruth
love her.
Bader Ginsburg?
Right.
But I wish she
But-
would have stepped down so that we
I wish she
could
had
have.
stepped down.
Right.
I think that the not the Supreme Court. I think the House and the Senate would probably have blocked any candidate that Obama put forward.
Yeah.
But I really do wish we would have had a shot at shoring up everything.
And on this note, we are lucky that there are politicians who are saying, this is more important than my career.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And
it
that's what
doesn't
he
always
said.
work
It's
that
more-
way.
It's,
Yeah.
Nobody's ever stood up
Right.
and said that and said, and I got to tell you, his speech, the president's speech that night moved me.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it was
America,
good.
I gave
Very
you
good.
my all.
He
Yeah.
did.
He gave it everything for more than 50 years now.
Yeah.
And his wife, and Jill too.
Yeah.
She's no slouch herself.
Yeah, right.
And to turn
yeah.
this thing over
Yeah.
to, Vice President Harris,
Right.
and I know that her husband, Doug Emhoff,
Yeah.
I saw Jimmy Kimmel, and he posed the question to, and we're not here to talk about Ms. Harris, we're here to talk about y'all, but I thought it was very funny. He said, and Jimmy said, what was it like when you found out that your wife had turned black? This is the things that this guy has done. 45.
Right.
Folks, he just ain't got it.
No.
Character matters. We said this
Yep.
the last time I was on your show.
Right.
Character
Yes.
matters.
Right,
And it matters
right.
to me. And if it doesn't matter to you, that's a different conversation.
That's a whole different conversation.
It is
yes,
a different.
ma'am.
It is
Yeah.
but we've run a really good race. I feel like
Yeah.
we've moved the needle a
Yes.
long way.
Right.
We've got a full federal candidates that are all women,
Yes.
and I'm one of the younger ones on the
I
federal
know.
side.
I know that.
Right.
But I mean, my opponent was going to run unopposed. That's
Right.
unacceptable.
And
We
you
need-
said, the first time I met you, you said, I don't think so.
I said over my dead body.
Over my dead body.
It's a great punchline because it's true. Like, what else do we need? We need people on the ballot. We need
Yeah.
decent candidates on the ballot. We need
Right.
people who are passionate.
We
And-
need people that will stand up and be counted.
Yeah, and we need people who are working class citizens who are
Right.
working. I'm a mother. I have two children at home who are doing bedtime with Dada right now, or he's hopefully
right.
already gotten them to bed, and my 4-year-old's not
and
yelling
to
at him.
know that the spouses are an important part of this in your case, be married.
Yeah.
The husbands and wives, they must be so supportive to do
Yeah.
this. because it takes a great deal of energy.
It's a great deal of energy. It's a lot of my family. My brother's here tonight. He's not on.
John is here.
Yes,
Yeah, my
John's
brother-
doing a great job.
Yeah, my
Yes.
brother's here tonight. He's hanging out. He's my campaign dude. He comes out and does all the things with me. But he also this morning he helped out. He
he's
helped
been knocking on doors.
He helped out and
Yeah.
went and knocked on doors. But before that, he did my dishes.
Yeah, oh, that's
He knows
awesome.
I'm tired, and I said it my dad's the same way, you know. And I'm just so grateful that I have this support, and I have friends and family that are willing to step up to the plate and just help me out during this
There
time.
are a lot of
'cause-
people that don't have that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean,
Yeah.
it's campaigning it's huge. It's huge for families. It's a huge undertaking. It's huge for the children and the families. So
Right.
I just give everyone a little bit of grace, a little grace and space, because
Sure.
we're in a rough area of time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and rough times. And you're talking about a federal race. These races, your office has implications that go with it. Matt, yours
Right.
does too.
Yeah.
Because in so many ways, what's happening right here in Rutherford County, you guys down at State House can make a difference.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, because we took 2 county commission seats last time with 2 of our candidates, Hope Oliver and Ramel McMurray. You know, I said, I'll take them.
Yeah.
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking
Yeah.
everything I can get. I'll take.
Yeah.
I'll take. You know, the street sweeper job, whatever we get. Put a Democrat in it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this mess. You know.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And
And the work doesn't stop on November 6th.
Right.
Like
I
we're
think that's
just
where it
getting
just
rolling.
starts. That's where it just
We're getting
starts.
rolling.
Right.
We're
Yeah.
doing. We're making moves. We're
Right.
working towards helping rural candidates get into office because rural people need representation.
we were in Pulaski yesterday.
Yeah,
actually.
we were.
Right.
We were in
You know?
Pulaski
It's
with
a bigger
Justin
place
Jones.
than I thought. I've
Yeah.
never been there before.
You never
but
been-
yeah, Justin Jones was
Pulaski is
there.
something else.
It's
Yeah.
something else.
Yes.
They marched, and I got
Right.
to meet Justin Jones for the first time. I've
Yeah.
met Gloria
Right.
multiple times, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was a great event. It was
Yeah.
well turned out, and it was just, people need to know that Democrats exist. This is not a red state.
Right.
We're not a red state.
And you know,
No, we're not.
Yep, Phil Bredesen, last time he ran for governor, he won all 95 counties in
Yes.
2006.
I know.
And you know, after that, I remember after the 2014 election, Governor Haslam won in 2014, and Jeff Yarborough on Twitter, State Senator Jeff Yarborough from Nashville, he made a really good point. He said, more people voted for Barack Obama in 2012 than voted for Bill Haslam in 2014. Therefore, we can have a Democratic governor again. We
I
can
know.
do
I don't know
this,
where these
you
people
know?
go. I don't know where they go off your elections.
Well, you know, I think
don't know.
a lot of them, you know, if they work with MAGA, if their families with MAGA, their neighbors are MAGA, they think everybody's MAGA.
There's
but
different
not
types of
everybody
voters.
is like that.
Oh, no,
you know?
I'm
not
not.
everybody's like
No,
that.
I'm
You
They're
know?
I always say there's about 4 different types of voters. There's
Yeah.
there's the general election voter that only votes every 4 years. Then there's the primary and general election voter. They might come out every 4 years. They might actually show up in an off-season election. Then you have
Right.
the people who show up in the off-season elections, and then primaries and general election. And then you have people like me who I'm already gearing up a year out, and I'm voting in the off-season
Oh, I'm
elections
telling you
as
right
well,
now.
doing the
Sure.
thing.
Yeah.
Showing up for the runoff election, showing up for the local elections, because I know how important it is. So I think we're seeing a shift in voter turnout and voter engagement.
Wife and I were talking about it the other day. I think we have voted in every election we could since we were 18. Mm-hmm. Of course, you got to understand, when I started voting, that was during the Carter administration.
Mm-hmm.
So, if y'all probably
I'll age
don't know
myself
who
if I
he
say
is.
the first. I know
Anyway,
Carter
we're
is.
good.
I
That's
like
a good man.
history. I like history.
We're going to our last series of breaks. Connor, take us to it, please. Victoria Broderick's here. Matt Ferry's here. John's here to support us. My name's Ed Raymer for the Edwin Lee Raymer Show. Stay with us. Back right after this. Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. You know, if you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com. Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. You know, if you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com. All right, we are back. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate it. Thank our sponsors. We appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. And folks, this is your last chance to put it out there. Matt, I'm going to let you go first. Victoria,
Okay.
you're going to where are you going to be? How do people get a hold of you? What's going on?
Well,
Because I think you're more really. You're running, but it seems like you're more impressed, more wrapped up in Victoria's campaign because you're managing it
well,
too.
I am her campaign manager, you know,
Yeah.
and it's a big district, so it requires a lot of
Okay.
work. But you know, I'm trying to give it the best shot that I can with
Sure.
what I got, and you know, I'm running, you know, because I feel like, you know, our representative is not doing the right thing.
Right.
He's not working for us. Especially when they vote for an extreme abortion bill that has no exceptions for incest or rape
Don't
or
get
life
me
of the mother.
started, friend.
And you know, of course, there's public education. They're trying to defund public education. We could have accepted expanding Medicaid years ago, and we didn't do that. And our rural hospitals have closed at a higher rate than any other state.
That's
so
been
I
a
could,
topic since me and you have known each other.
yeah, right.
I mean,
Yeah, and you know, I've been here several times talking about the landfill. We have the largest municipal dump in the state, and it could be even larger if they get their way up there. So, you know, I could sit here all day and talk about the issues, but like, I'm so proud of Victoria. She is doing an incredible job. She is a great candidate for this, and she'll be even a great representative when she goes to D.C. But we also want to give a quick shout out to the other state candidates. Luis Mata, you know, in Smyrna
doing
Laverne.
a fantastic
Doing a
job.
fantastic
I've been
He's
here a
job.
couple
running
of
neck and
times.
neck
Yes.
with Mike Sparks, and so we're excited about that. Jonathan Yancey, he is
Jonathan was
running
here
a
last
great
week.
rant,
He's so
really
great.
good guy.
Beth Smith was here last week.
Well,
She's
yeah,
running
you know,
for
you want to
Senate.
talk about some tough ladies who
Yeah, I'm
really
telling
put
you.
themselves out
Yeah.
there. Beth Smith, E.R.
Yeah.
Smith for Senate, Sherry Brown running for State
good.
House 37, and Amelia Pont. We saw her this afternoon running
These
for
ladies.
34. I mean, really incredible ladies who, if elected, will put the work in, who
Yes.
really do care.
Yeah.
And you know, one thing that Victoria said to me early on, she said, you know, Matt, we need more mothers. Mm-hmm. You know, there's not
I
enough
was just
mothers
thinking,
in
so
here.
help
We
me,
need
Hannah. I was
more
just thinking, I had
mothers.
someone tell me that once. So, you know, if you want to get something done, give
Yeah.
it to a mom.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, right.
Because moms
Yeah.
they juggle a lot of different balls at one time.
Yeah.
How can people get a hold of you, Matt?
You know, you can find my website at mattferrytn48.com.
Right.
And you can find me on the Facebook, on the Twitter, on the Instagram. I'm there. And, you know, come to Walnut House
Yeah,
on
come join us,
election
Ed.
night.
Get out,
You know, come
folks,
join
and-
us.
And please
You
get
know,
out and go
yeah, it'll be a
vote.
fun
Have some
night. It'll be a
fish.
fun night, and we're gonna be celebrating lots of successes. And
Yes, we are.
And please vote blue all the way up and down the ballot. You know, Democrats, you know, they're kind of disillusioned in Tennessee. They're not enthusiastic. Maybe we can get them. Maybe Kamala can help us get us there. But you know, here's the second part of it. They gotta vote blue down the ballot. Vote Kamala, Gloria, Victoria, and then Matt.
I'm telling you.
And
telling you.
every Democrat on the ballot has been verified. Every single Democrat has been
Right.
verified by the state party. I was part of verifying them as a county chair.
Victoria, tell people how they can get a hold of you. We've got a caller on the line.
Sweet. All right. So I'm Victoria Broderick. I'm running for Congress in Tennessee's District 4. You can find me on TikTok under Victoria for Congress. You can also find me at Victoria4Tennessee.org. You can, and the number 4 is for most of my social media hashtags. But if you Google my number or you Google my name now, you will see me pop up on Ballotpedia, and it's very filled out. So if you're feeling froggy, go take a look.
And that is candidate Victoria Broderick, a Tap Mom. We have a phone caller. You're on the line. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Ed. This is Terry over in East Tennessee. I'm so
Hello, Terry. How are you?
great. I'm here just looking at these fine candidates, young, zestful, full of vigor, and Democrats. I'll tell you what, I'm so enthusiastic about what's going to happen.
Well, now,
Election.
Terry, wait a
Thank you,
minute.
thank you.
Terry, I'm not a candidate, so I'm not. I'm
Not
But
yet.
you're pretty, Ed. Don't talk yourself down.
Oh, I thought since you were on the left side of the screen, I thought you were the candidate.
Never mind. Go ahead, Terry. He's always there's people from East Tennessee, you know.
Thing is if we could get all of the candidates that are running and broadcast it on statewide and show the people of Tennessee that we have wonderful candidates throughout the state, and a lot of us, and put us all in one screenshot or all over TV, I think that would be something that would really blow
be
people's
wonderful.
minds.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree 100%. Yes.
I'll be live on election night at one point. I've promised to go live and hop up on my friend Matt, who called in at the beginning of this because he just likes to give me a little bit of.
Terry, how is Gloria doing over there?
Oh, yeah.
Have you had a chance to talk to her?
Gloria is gaining steam.
Yes.
She got them
more
scared.
commercials now on TV than I've seen, and I'd like to see many more commercials. I tell you, all of us candidates need to get the word out. We're not a red state.
That's right.
No, we're not.
We're voter suppressed state.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We are. It's like, you know, they really push voter suppression in Tennessee. That's why we have the number one in voter integrity, because they make sure that no one can vote.
Right, and they make it harder for felons who have gotten their rights restored.
Unacceptable.
They've made it harder for their voting rights to be restored. They've had to jump through a lot of hoops.
And they
a lot
try
of
to make
hoops.
it
We learned
harder for
about that.
women.
Yeah.
With the SAVE
Terry,
Act.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for your support of this broadcast. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you, Terry.
Oh, thank you guys. You're doing a great job, and wish you the best of luck on your elections.
Thank you so much.
I'll be
And we-
talking to you later, Terry.
We hope you're doing okay in
right.
East Tennessee.
Yeah, take care.
Thank you.
Take care. That's Terry Livingston, a friend of mine over in East Tennessee, and big supporter of this broadcast. Another one. There's so many people that do it, and thank you all so much. Where do you go next? What's your next function? Or
I've got another radio interview tomorrow, and then I get a bit of a break. But I will be working. So to be honest, guys, I work
Right.
full time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
and I've got 2 tiny humans. I've got 4
Yeah.
fur babies. I don't have any foster kittens right now to try and adopt out. Matt's happy about that because I was adding it to my speech at one point. Then I get a little bit of a break, and then we're gonna stack some more things in. But we're in Ray County next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna try and
Yeah.
see
You ever
stop
been
in
out there,
Meg's.
Dayton?
Mm-hmm.
That's where the Scopes Monkey Trial happened.
I've never been there. But as the movie Hillsboro, I've been to Heavenly Hillsboro, which is right down the road from me.
Yeah.
I had to serve some papers down there, and I worked a case down there once because I'm a private investigator.
Yep.
And I saw the sign Hillsboro, Heavenly Hillsboro. So I finally made it.
Yeah.
But no, that's not where they had the Scopes Monkey Trial was.
Dayton, yeah.
Yeah, right.
And they got statues to the prosecutor and to the defense attorney.
Oh.
Apparently, years ago, a group said we have
Yeah.
to have a statue of the prosecutor, and then years later they said, well, you got to have the defense attorney as
Sure.
well. But I went down there a few years ago with a friend of mine. We went whitewater rafting, and we came back that way.
It's a great,
And-
the Ocoee.
Yeah,
it's
we went to
fantastic.
Ocoee, yeah. And it's a suburb of Chattanooga, you
Sure.
know, and
Yes, it
and we went to this place called Monkey Town. It was their brewery, and they had this big old mural that said Monkey Town on it, and they've really kind of embraced the history, I think, in a better way than.
Right, yeah, because the movie Inherit to Win, the original,
Yes.
with Frederick March and Spencer Tracy,
Yes, great movie.
brings home a very, very valid point. You know,
Yeah, you
And-
don't want your preacher being your governor.
No, I don't think so. My father was a preacher, and he'd be the first to tell you I don't mix my apples and oranges.
Right.
And he never did mix politics into it.
Right. Well,
And-
I should say, I've been to a lot of churches in my life, and I've seen what good churches can do, and I've seen what bad churches can do.
Oh, yeah.
And
Sure.
hey, my preacher who cared a lot about the homeless, I guess I'll take him as my governor. But my preacher who didn't care about anything about besides growing his church and lining his own pockets. I'd rather that guy not be
right.
in politics. But the fusion of this and the white Christian nationalism movement that is happening in this country
Right.
is dangerous, and it's hurtful.
I know
And
it
if you
is.
haven't watched Bad Faith, you
Right.
should, because
Yeah.
it really does explain it. I mean, we've been in two churches for forums at this point, so it is
Yeah.
possible to do those things.
Sure,
Right,
and there's nothing
right.
wrong with that. That's
Yeah,
fine.
but it's also you got to be. There is a separation because freedom of religion also means freedom from religion.
Right, correct.
That's the important part of that.
Correct. And love your neighbor was right out here, and there's a
That's
big
right.
international community here in Rutherford County.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and they are Muslims, and they are all kinds of different religions, and that's okay.
Some of the finest people you'll ever meet.
Right.
Victoria
Right.
Broderick.
Thank you, guys.
Matt Ferry. Victoria Broderick, a.k.a. Tap Mommy.
I'm never going to
Thank
live
you.
that down.
John, thank you for being here. Victoria's brother.
Thank you for having
Thank you
us.
so
Connor,
much.
thank you for working the board.
So
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Connor.
We're going to get out of here and make room for our next guest and her show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what, till next Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Till then, I'll catch you down the road. Good
All
night.
right, bye, guys.
Thank you.